Millennial Smart Man, we gotta talk about your opinions. Sometimes we gotta sit down, we gotta talk when you're wrong, okay? Now, this is not some big fight to get views. This video is not for me to get views somehow, okay? If I wanted to do the controversy to get the views, I'm gonna talk about Logan Paul, right? So, I woke up, I see this video by accident. Millennial Smart, the video is called Woman Wrestler Gets Chased Off the Internet. I'm like, oh shit, it's Priscilla Kelly, let me see what she did, So I start listening to him while I'm writing an email. And, Millennial Smart with some shitty opinion. And I get butthurt. I'm like, dude, we gotta talk. And this is not like me. I'm not gonna insult you. What is the point of I wanna talk to you, like an eloquent gentleman, explain why you're wrong, and just two grown men just having a conversation. Let me tell you why I think you're wrong. Let's think about this. I want to stimulate you, right? And there's not going to be any racism in the video. Your voice, I think you're black, right? You're African American, right? So I don't think, when I say that you don't think, I'm not saying haha, here you go, the black man, so easily fooled. I know this mistake, everybody does it, white people, everybody. What I'm saying about you is, you hurry up to spew the bullshit, but you're not looking and thinking and actually researching. You don't research. You talk the shit, you don't research. And people gotta explain to you. People gotta explain that why is there so much hate on the state of Israel? Why is there so much hate? People gotta explain to you, okay? Whew. So where do we start? It's I'm your fellow lesser known wrestling fan, YouTuber, reviewer. I watch Boy Monsoon. I listen to all the boys. When I wake up, I listen to Boy Monsoon, The Hater, Nate Know-It-All, Heels Advocate. Yeah, I'm a Millennial Smart too, BC Amplified, whatever. C-Jax, yes. So let's get into it. So the situation is the redhead with a big ass, Priscilla Kelly. She decides to go do a small show in Israel. She does a Twitter post I'm going to Israel. She's all happy, and the people fucking tear her asshole out. and then, was she the one? No, it was Chelsea Green apologizing. I don't know. Now I didn't listen good, okay? So, Millennial Smart starts running his mouth, saying that, why are people such stupid activists? Why do they have to bully Priscilla Kelly? Why did the government of Israel, why do the civilian people of Israel, why do they have to be hated? What did they have to do with the government fighting a war? And, Millennial Smart, claims that just the random everyday people of Israel are all innocent. They're just completely nice guys. So I gotta tell you, Millennials Mark, let me talk to you. Maybe you haven't seen shit or you like to pretend that you're fucking blind or something, but let me red pill you. Let me red pill you. Because we're at that point where it's better for me to red pill as many black guys as I can than to just like be racist against them. I win. It's better for me if I red pill you. I want you red pilled. I don't want you gone. I want you to be my brother, my red pilled brother. And we can actually fucking coexist, believe it or not. You know. So, in case you haven't seen, there were a lot of TikToks where the everyday Israeli citizens were mocking the Palestinians for not having water and electricity. They were disguising themselves like Palestinians and just crying, "I don't have water!" And they were also taking TikToks, drinking tap water from their sink, being, "Ooh, it's so nice to have tap water." So they were mocking the Palestinians. And that was during the bombings while Palestine was getting carpet bombed and hospitals were being... Yeah, I know. The shitty Muslims were having their terrorist, bunkers under the hospitals, yeah, I get it. I get it, but, Israel never bothered to do like surgical, let's be careful, let's clear the hospital. No, they're like, just fucking bomb everything, And I get it. I would do the same, but people would call me a psychopath. If I'm like, yeah, just fucking bomb them all, just fucking carpet bomb. If I do that, people would say Kirill should be in jail for the rest of his life. He's a psychopath. Right? But anyway, we already know the government, are fucking psychopaths. So we don't need to keep talking about the same thing. We're talking about the people, the civilians. Okay? The innocent people. Oh, did you see the video where they're spitting on Christians? Like some Christian Americans, the taxpayer, that the money goes to Israel. So your salary paycheck goes to Israel. You decide to take a vacation to Israel. They love me. We're Christian. We're brothers. So you, the white American or the black American, you go to Israel on a vacation. These people have suffered so much. Let me take a vacation to the holy site. So you walk around the street and some teenagers come spitting on you. You're a Christian. And they're like fucking gypsies. Like they got an attitude. And the grown-ups, they're not pulling their child, being ashamed, like, what are you doing, Samir, No, they're kind of like sitting there, kind of like chuckling. They're calling you a goy to your face. Like, the innocent civilians of Israel. Oh, the ones that are making TikToks, right? The ones that are dancing and celebrating and mocking them. Oh, and another thing, Millennial Smart, let me remind you, what happens when the Israeli colonizers, they run off some Palestinian farmers, in the outskirts. Just some guy in the middle of the border, fucking desert, and he has olive trees. So this dirty, Palestinian, I don't know if he was, if they were even Muslims. I don't know, but let's call him a dirty Arab. So the dirty Arab is looking after 300-year-old olive trees. So this dirty Arab is taking care of 300-year-old olive trees to make fruits, to produce. He's looking after nature. He's caring for his trees. It actually is fucking labor. Like, I have 3 trees in my little house, and I went last winter to like paint them for winter with the white, you know, with the white glaze, so they're healthy in winter, they don't like rot. And I gotta get on my knees. First, I gotta prepare a bucket with some fucking, I forgot what was it, like a boo stone, and I forgot. So you gotta make this fucking goo, and then you get on your knees. You get on your knees. You're painting the lower part of the tree, like, let me serve you. Like your femdom serving your wife, giving her a foot massage. That's labor. You're on your knees, man. So, you black people had slavery. You know very well how much it sucked to be doing labor and being on your knees. It sucks. When you look at the dirty Arab, he is slaving away to his olive trees. A humble, I'm going to grow some olives so I can feed my family, so I can, here my son Samir, the pita bread, I bought bread from the market, from all the olives I sell. He's not clipping coins, he's not working in Tel Aviv as an art director, because Millennials Mark, he doesn't know where he's calling people unemployed. He doesn't know the world he lives in. He lives in a fairy tale. He lives in a fairy tale world. I have worked 7 years, count them, 7 years for Israeli gambling companies who outsource their labor to Bulgaria because they need the slave labor. They're one of the majors, want to make the big money in Tel Aviv, and then you get the goyim in Bulgaria to work for the little salary. So I had to listen to some bitch who's an art director, who's making three times she got pregnant, 3 different 1-year breaks. I'm pregnant. She gotta make 3 children. They're propagating like fucking cockroaches, mate. We still haven't had 1 child. She's fucking 3 children. And I see how they are. Like, I fucking talk to them that they're fucking mentally ill. Yeah, I've had Israeli. The only thing worse is dealing with Bulgarians, with my own people. That's the only thing somehow worse. The only thing you can get worse is having a fucking I work with there was some guy that was all right. He was screwing his own company, but he was all right with me. Okay. They're fucking screwing each other, bro. Like some guy that was like the COO of this company. It's like, a few years later, I see him working in the other Israeli company. I moved to the other company. Now he's coming to work there. It's like, bro, I thought this was like your company, like you're really high in the food chain. You're just fucking. I thought you the Jewish guys support each other. What is going on in here? Like, this is insane, bro. You hire each other, nepotism, you hire each other. Then like, I'm gonna screw you, I'm gonna go work for the other Jewish guy. And I'm like, we gotta talk about this stuff. Millennials Mark, you're running your mouth. You've never been to Israel, you've never worked with them. I worked with them for 7 years. You're running your mouth. You're running your mouth, bro. This is not a joke. We're not making a joke. This is 7 years from my wife. You're calling people unemployed. Okay, cool. Now I'm unemployed. Why? Because the Israelis finally found a Turkish boy to replace me who promised that he was gonna do all the banners, the graphic design, and he was gonna draw on Illustrator. He was gonna draw everything like a painter, like an artist. He claimed he was gonna do 2 jobs for the price of 1. And he lasted 1 year. So they hired a fucking Muslim that they hate just so they can make a little bit more money. And I don't need to explain you that the boss was a fucking piece of shit. The boss was like trying to like raise his voice over you know, phone, Skype calls, whatever. I fucking told him off. You know, it's trying to be like the manager was trying to like use like beginner psychology to be like hey, you know, he's gonna ask me like 6 times during the day, what am I doing right now? I'm like, I'm working. Meanwhile, I'm jacking off. Because you made me, you pissed me off so much, I started jacking off during work time to not waste my family time. Would you waste your family time to jack off? No, like you're gonna jack off during work. When you get pissed off enough. I overhear one of the guys. They hired a Bulgarian that grew up in Israel. And he's like, dude, I overheard them talking about you. The boss said keep him busy. The boss said to keep me busy. It's like, okay, but there's moments when there's no work. Rarely, very rarely, but there's moments when there's, okay, there's no work. And I have already offered to help them with creative ideas, to help you make millions, like a dumb guy. I'm like, let me help you like start working on actual games, casino games. They're like, no, we want to keep him work to keep him busy and humiliated. That's how dumb they are. You don't want to use a person who's like incredibly creative. Like I was starting to work on games on my previous company. Millennial Smart, you don't know shit that you're talking about. I might sound like a funny Russian with accent. You don't understand how you're living in a fairy tale in a pink world. You're running your mouth like you're gonna, like you know how to fix the world. Fuck, dude, seriously. You run your mouth. But this is not about me winning against you. This is not about me owning you. This is not about me threatening you. Hey, you run your mouth. We're gonna fight. We're gonna have a nigga moment. No. You don't. It's not even about winning. Like this is about, let me sit you down. Let me be like, Millennial Smart, listen up, man. Look at these facts. Look at these stories. And tell me, don't you think you're a little wrong? And you can talk to me, like, look at these facts. Okay? So the dirty Arab can grow olive trees. The settlers, they run him off. They run his family off his own house. Now it belongs to the settlers. Now you can come through the wall to work as a slave for us. Millennial Smart, do you even comprehend how would you feel if I came with, you know, a rifle and I run you off your house? I'm like, your house belongs to me now, black boy. And it's my house now. It's the white man's house. And then I make a wall, a concrete wall with you know, with machine gun nests. And I'm like, you can come work in my garden. You can be my gardener. For, you know, for coins, you know, for fucking afford bread salary. You can come work as a slave to my garden in your own house, and I'm gonna throw you some, you know, a little salary for Muslim boys, you know. How would you feel, man? And then you see the olive trees that you had in your garden are all cut down because guess what? The innocent Israeli civilians are allergic to olives. The tree pollen, I have a weak immune system. So, and they're not only cutting them off because they're allergic to them, They're cutting me off as a humiliation ritual. They want to destroy nature, bro. Did you know some of the ones that were causing forest fires in Europe were caught to be Israeli citizens? Oh, you didn't know that, but you're running your mouth. Did you know one of the prophecies is like when 1/3 of the world is barren, when nature is destroyed in 1/3 of the planet, then the Messiah will come back. So they run around fucking setting forests on fire. And they always get jobs, these Brazilians, they always get jobs as where the gold is, the money is, gambling, casinos, the movies, producer, porn. It's never, let me be a humble olive tree farmer. And when there is some farming to be done, my friend, the white man gets on his knees to be a farmer. The black man gets on his knees to be a farmer. I wanna, grow some stuff. The Brazilian, it's like, oh no, we're gonna get Christian pilgrims come to work on my farm to pick olives for me for free. And you actually gotta pay me. I saw the program, I went to their website, there's a program. Christian pilgrims come on a trip to Israel to help the Jewish people by picking olives. So you're gonna be, doing farm labor, and you gotta pay $3,000, and you're gonna stay in our house and pick olives and do labor. And also you gotta pay us and pay your own ticket. You gotta plan the plane ticket, and you gotta pay us to come work as a slave for us. Hey yo, black man, if I told you, listen, Millennials Mark, how about you as a Christian missionary, you pay your plane ticket and you give me $3,000 and you come to my house in Bulgaria, you can pick my apples, bro, like a slave. You gotta pay me up. I'm favorite of the gods. You gotta come pick my apples. Like, no, I'm gonna pick my own apples. Why would I be waiting for some guy to come in my backyard to help me with? I'll just pick my own apples. Because I'm white, and you will do the same because you're black. We don't need other people to slave for us. Okay, technically, these evil white people, yeah, they own slaves. It used to be that way. And look, I'm not gonna belittle it, but in Bulgaria we also had 500 years of Ottoman slavery. We were raped. Our children were taken to be janissaries. They were converting us and butchering us, for real. That doesn't mean that what you people went through is somehow lesser. I'm just saying, hey man, I know your pain. We also suffered, But what I'm trying to say is, after all of this, after all we've been through, nowadays, the white man does things himself. The black man does things himself. Now, sometimes, there's these programs that, help black people get things easier because people are racist. They don't want to give them jobs. So they're like, okay, let's make these programs, Black man gets in Harvard. But still, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You still put in the labor. You're like, I'm trying, I'm applying myself. Right? So you see, black man opens up a barber shop. The black man is not like, I'm gonna open a casino, I'm gonna go in the porn, I'm gonna produce black porn. No, it's like, I wanna open a barber shop, I wanna open soul food, You're cooking in the kitchen, you're slaving in the kitchen to feed people, to make money. You are laboring with the scissors to give people haircuts to make a honest day's pay. At some point, I need to explain things to you that Some people want to do honest day's work. Some people will be like, how can we clip the coins? I'm gonna clip the coin just so I don't have to get a job, right? Guess what? 95% of gambling and casino sports betting companies, guess who owns them? Brazilians. And they're making children, like 3 to 5 children. And guess what? When I worked at Anacatech, the boss of the company brings their children to see their empire, just like in Batman, It's time to see your father's empire, Master Wayne. Master Wayne has come to visit us. And I see like these 3 kids, and we're passing by, we're like, hey kids, hey kids, it's kids, and they're like not saying anything, right? They're trained. Don't talk to the guy. They're not saying hi back. Also, that's how it's gonna be. Oh, so tomorrow when you grow up, we're gonna play the knockout game on the street. Huh? We're gonna be, oh, you can't say hi. I'm a worker. I can't be talking to you. You're Master Wayne. You look fucking deformed. You have a fucking hook nose, but you're chosen. That's why you have a fucking hook nose, right? Because you're fucking chosen. That's why the sun gives you cancer. That's why you have a weak immune system, because you're chosen. Nature itself is killing you. Your genes are barely holding up, but you're the master race. SS soldier. You fucking brain. Oh, Maron. Mjaukačo, stigala je Majana. Pak. So I need you to understand this, millennials, Mark. And guess what? When my mom was a little girl in 70s Bulgaria, communism, someone tried to lure her. Some old bitch tried to lure her in a house behind a fence. I don't know with what, and she walked the fence. She went to call someone on the phone, and my mom jumped the fence. Hold on a second. So the police comes. Oh, the house is abandoned. Oh, we don't know who lived here. Oh, you don't know who owned this house. You're the communist government. You don't know who owns this house. No investigation. You couldn't catch anyone that's trying to kidnap kids in broad daylight. Really? So if I fucking try to kidnap a kid, the police gonna be, oh, we don't know who lives in this apartment. You're gonna ask the neighbors, we just don't know. No government record. I can just keep kidnapping kids, and police we don't know who lives here. That's how things work. So you tell me, millennial smart, the time to use your brain. In 70s communism in Bulgaria, who has the power to try to kidnap children without the communist government being able to somehow, because the communist government is all powerful. They can make you disappear. The police can fucking, trust me, if somebody is doing anything, the KGB, the government, the not FSB, but KGB, the police, they're fucking police state. You're not gonna hide. Trust me, you're not going to fucking hide. If I was a smuggler, they would catch me. They're gonna fucking inspect my truck like crazy. They're gonna fucking catch me. Okay? They were meticulous mother. They were also stupid, but they were fucking They really want to catch people. They really want to sniff around. They are fucking... If you talk bad about communism, they're fucking snooping around, making people snitching. They're fucking... They had agents everywhere. There must have been a KGB or a party, Communist Party agent in every neighborhood, multiple agents pretending to be your neighbors. They're snitching. They're snitching. If my grandfather made a joke when communism was falling apart, he's like, it's almost time to drink communist blood. And somebody snitched immediately, he lost his job. And he just lost his job because communism was falling apart, you know. If communism was still in full power, they would have killed him. They would have punished the family. So you tell me, who has this power? Who has power in communism to try to kidnap kids, and just the communist police can't touch him? Who is it? The Brazilians? Who is it? Who is protected class in this communism? Is it the Brazilians? Is it the Armenians? Millennials Mark, these people who have suffered so much building tunnels under New York. We're gonna be building a tunnel so I can go to my shitty church. We're gonna be building a tunnel. Bloodstained mattress. You tell me, bloodstained mattress in the tunnels. Hey, I had this mattress. I cut myself by accident. I cut myself back. There's some blood on the mattress. Let me put it in this secret tunnel that's hidden behind a fucking bookcase. Or let me get this big mattress, this big ass mattress. Let me get this big ass mattress with the blood stains. Just hide it in the secret tunnel. Because there's no space, we wanna just put some trash in the secret tunnel. Like a big mattress with blood stains. The same mattress where you can, sacrifice kids maybe. And everything immediately, evidence disappears, no investigation. It never happened. You try to ask Grok, no, there were no blood-stained mattress, it's a lie. Motherfucker, we saw it on the news. So, Millennials Mark, you like to run your mouth. I work with some fucking motherfuckers. I remember I was doing some banners and I had a few small projects where some new Jewish guys in Tel Aviv they were just supposed to get my banner and use it, but they were really not the ones to have comments or ask for changes, and they're trying to bust my balls via email. They're like, what are you doing? What did I tell you to do? And I'm like, dude, you're fucking here's my manager, my art director, and she fucking mouthed it off. She's like, what? That's no way you can speak to my designer that way. You're out of your mind. She fucking... And I must have been dude, Shlomo, you know, if I get my hands on you, I can strangle you. I can just strangle you like a helpless woman. You're trying to have an attitude. If I get my hands on you, I will choke you out and I will crush your trachea in 1 second. I crush apples with my hands. Okay? They're mentally ill. And you millennials Mark, the defender, please make me famous on YouTube. I'm gonna kiss your ass. It's millennials Mark, maybe there is a reason that people are shitting on Priscilla Kelly for being so happy to go to Israel. It's yeah, maybe I'm not gonna like you if you decide to go to Israel. Maybe I'm gonna fucking unfollow you. Say, okay, get your fans from Israel. I don't want to see that shit. Because, correct me, but if I'm wrong, but if I'm making jokes about kidnapping Rhea Ripley, people are gonna want to dox me. They threaten to get me fired. They say, we're gonna get you fired. Because it's not okay to make jokes that I'm gonna kidnap Rhea Ripley. It's not okay. So people are like, you should be in jail. We're gonna call Interpol. We're gonna get you fired. And this is just me joking. So Priscilla Kelly can be like, yeah, I'm getting that after Palestine got fucking carpet bombed and they're mocking them and they're spitting on Christians, right? After the fucking New York tunnels and Epstein Island, Alan Dershowitz is not in jail, okay? And it's like, yeah, Priscilla Kelly can expect people to be like, you know what? You're not my favorite diva anymore. I don't want to look at your ass. Or you have a big ass, but it's not okay with me. I'm not gonna threaten her with murder. I'm not gonna like wish death on her family. But it's like, you know what? I don't like you anymore. I want to be your fan. Like, go fuck yourself. Go get your fans from Israel. If you think you can just fucking... If I was a movie star, if I went to, just how CM Punk said, if I went to Saudi Arabia, I'm selling my ass, kissing Saudi Arabian ass for money. It's like, that's not okay. You're gonna lose some of your fans. And CM Punk was right. And then he sold out and did the same thing. Okay? When you hear about a country that they are putting fishes in women's asses, they're shitting on top of women, they're treating them like slaves, they're humiliating them because they're fucking freaks, because they're pieces of shit. Like, here's a live fish from nature. Should we eat it or should we put the fish in a woman's ass? And that's why we curse them. That's why you gotta curse them, because they're fucking pieces of shit. Okay, there's no excuse. So, would you go to perform in Saudi Arabia to these idiots that fucking they pay their money to white women so they can humiliate them on camera? Oh, look, I'm taking a shit on her. I'm going to shit on her belly. Would you go work for these freaks? Of course not. You're gonna be like, you're a fucking piece of shit. Go fuck yourselves. I'm not gonna perform for you. I don't give a shit. I don't care if the everyday people are innocent. They're making women walk around with fucking dress like ninjas. Fuck off out of here. Fuck off out of here. Fuck off out of here. I'm not going to go perform to a country where women are not allowed to read. You cannot leave the house without your man. It's like, no, I'm sorry. I know I'm an awful guy. I make fun of Rhea Ripley, but like, I like women who can be smarter than me, who can challenge me. Like, oh, this woman is actually better in chess than me. That's fucking hot. That's like, oh fuck, I can beat her at chess. She's that's fucking hot. I don't want to be married to a woman who's like, I'm not allowed to do math. I just cook. It's like, I have a grill press. I don't need you to do my cooking, sweetheart. I'm not marrying you to have somebody activate the grill press. I'm not marrying you so you can vacuum. I have a vacuum robot. I want to marry a woman so I can have a slave. It's not that hard. Okay? So guess what? Some people are gonna have a problem. Priscilla Kelly is doing dumb shit and she's gonna lose her fans. People are gonna kinda hate her. Okay? And that's why Chelsea Green did the right thing apologizing, because, it's, hey guys, I just wanted to entertain the people. I wasn't siding with the government. That's the correct statement to make. That's the right thing to do. Okay. Like, yeah. Ray Ripley and the other girls, they go to Saudi Arabia and they dress up like humiliation rituals. We're gonna make you dress up to humiliate. It's like, maybe I don't want to dress up. Maybe I want to show my ass. Yeah, I know it's whorish, but like, your boss is making you perform in a country where women are like cattle, and you gotta dress up because they said so. It's like, what if I say, fuck you, I don't want to go to Saudi Arabia? What happens then? So that's why people are angry at Chelsea, at Priscilla Kelly. Okay, maybe don't be fucking like, yeah, the Palestine protests. I know a lot of the women are fucking stupid and they hate white guys, but for once we're on the same page. For once we can agree on something. Just because we hate each other, the white liberal women hate me. Yeah, okay, but we agree on that. For Palestine we can agree. Like, yeah, you don't carpet bomb hospitals. They fucking destroyed ancient buildings, ancient temples. They destroyed artifacts. They carpet bombed UN workers. It's like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Retards. It's come. So yeah, Millennial Smart, I hope you learned something today. Sometimes there is a reason. Sometimes there is a reason when wrestlers do dumb shit. Sometimes people are gonna call them out. And you can call us unemployed. Hey, everybody's unemployed nowadays. Everybody's unemployed, but employed people have the same opinion. Okay? Whether I'm working or not, I don't want to support Priscilla Kelly if she's fucking, I'm going to. Okay? You want to have fans, you don't want to be like, hey, I'm abusing animals. It's like, no, people are going to hate you. Fucking, Anyway, I hope you learned something, Millennial Smart. Sometimes you gotta fucking observe a little, not just run your mouth, bro.